Hi everyone, today we are going to be doing the second paycheck cash stuffing for July, so let's get into it. Alrighty, so as I said, we are doing our second and last paycheck cash stuffing for July, and today we are doing $775. So we should have a total of that once we get through this. So we have, actually, let me get this back into an order that makes more sense to my poor brain to count it. And we're going to skip that 50 and add it to the end-ish because it trips me up every time I go and do that. So we're going to set that aside. We have 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 60, 80, 2, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 80, 4, 420, 40, 60, 80, 90, and 5, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and 6, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 7, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, and 75. So 775, that's exactly what we should have. I hope everyone had a good week last week and that you're ready to start this next week off. Hopefully it's not been too bad for everybody. There we go. Alrighty, so let's get started here. So the first thing I usually stuff is going to be my variables binder. This is where the money goes to sit and live until I'm ready to put it into my wallet each week when I do my check-ins. So we will get started with, I believe, spending. So spending, we are stuffing $100 in this week, and we're doing that in 2 20s, 4 10s, and then 4 5s, 5, 10, 15, and 20. Ooh, I got some really icky 5s this year, or this week, this year too, but alrighty, so that should give us 100. So we have 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. That'll get us for the next 2 weeks on spending money. And then groceries, I do have rollover from groceries that's currently sitting in my wallet that we'll look at when I do my check-in, but we are adding 250 to that. 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 60, 80, 2, 20, 40, and a 10 makes 250. We'll count that one more time. 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 60, 80, 2, 20, 40, and 250. All right, and then in home, we are adding $50, 2 10s, 2 5s, and grocery, home, and pets. Those are categories as well as gas that I will typically roll over any money that I have. And I should have 50 and we're adding 50, so that should give us a total of 100. We'll double check that. All right, so we have 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 95, and 100. Perfect. And this time around, I don't think I have a huge amount that I need to get for the household, but I do need to still make a Costco run. I did not go last week, or last payday, I should say. So that's going to cost me a little bit, but we'll get there. We'll figure it out. And then pets, we are going to be adding 50 here as well. So we do a 20, 2 10s, and 2 5s to that as well. And this one we have $90 already. And adding 50 should put us at 140. So we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 1, 10, 20, 25, 30, and 40. That 10 got out of sequence, but that's all right. We still got there in the end. So 140 is what we have left, which is good because I just ordered wet and dry food for the cats, and I picked up a good supply of cat litter, so I need to reimburse myself for those. So we'll do that when we do our check-in as well. And then pets, we are at, or I'm sorry, gas, we are adding 60. Excuse me. And I've already gassed up the truck, and I owe myself some money, so we will be dealing with that here as well when our check-in, when we get to that. But we're adding, wow, can't write for nothing. We're adding 60, and we had 100, so that should give us 160. So we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. 160 total. And that takes care of our variables. And now we are going to get into our sinking funds. And if you haven't seen one of my videos before, I have one binder for my sinking funds currently. I have high priority, and then in the back I have low priority sinking funds. So they all kind of live in the same binder for right now. Eventually I will outgrow it and I will need to do something different. But for now, this is working. So, all right, the first one is $25 to emergency. We're doing a pretty good job of getting this built up, I feel like. But you know what? You never know. Should give us 195 because we had 170 to begin with. So we will see what that does for us. Oop. Had an extra 20 in there. We don't want to do that. I will be questioning, what did I do wrong later on when I find that I don't have enough money. Okay, so we have $100 in the bank, 20, 40, 60, 80, 85, 90, 95. So 195. My goal is to get this to at least, I mean, ideally I'd like to have about 10 million. Wouldn't anybody like to have $10 million? $10,000 just in case to cover anything that could possibly happen. But that's a high dream. You know, I'm shooting for at least 500 to start with, and then we'll go from there. All right. And then Christmas. Christmas is getting 50 because we are working on Christmas, trying to build that up before we get even close to shopping season. And we had 250, so we should have 300 after today. And we have 200 in the bank, 50, and 300. Perfect. I have been very, 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 very lucky that I've had a little extra money each payday the last couple of times to put into that, so. All right, birthdays, we have 25 that we will be adding to this one. So 20 and 5. We had 25 in there. This is for my brother's birthday, which is coming up kind of towards the end of August-ish. So if I stopped there, he would have his full birthday money, but I haven't decided if I'm done with him yet. 20, 40, 45, and 50. And that is for birthdays. I try to aim for at least $50 to $100 for each person. It just kind of depends on what my finances look like each year. So that's kind of what we're looking at. So vet expenses. So this is to cover my 2 cats going to the vet to get their nails trimmed, their annuals, their vaccinations, any of that stuff. And we are doing $10 into that. cannot read my writing, so I'm not sure how much I started out with. So there's 20, 40, 50, 60, 65, 70, 75, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I had 79. Adding 10 should make us 89. 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 75, 80, 85, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So $89. And thankfully, their nail trims are only about $16 each time we go, and we go every about 6 to 8 weeks. So, and they only, you know, they're pretty healthy. They only need to go about once a year for their well baby exam, and then they're good to go. All right, so that is vet expense. Car maintenance is going to get $10 today. And we had 95. And I'm currently driving a relatively newer vehicle. So thankfully that one doesn't have a lot of maintenance. I do have another car that's like 15 years old, and we're trying to decide what to do with that. But yeah, that one needs some love. So there's 50, 70, 80, 90, 105. So there's car maintenance taken care of. License plate renewal is coming up in September, and we are going to be putting 25 into that one. And this needs to get built up to 160 by September, so I'm going to have to chuck some money at this here, which is why we're putting 25 in this time. All right, so we have 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 35, and 40. So 140. So really, I'm only $20 away from that 160 that I need to have, but I think the state has just announced that they're going to be increasing that. So I will probably aim for a little bit more than that just to make sure I can cover anything when I get that bill. So I have a feeling I'm going to have to go to the DMV this time, which is not fun, but that's okay. And then Costco. So my Costco membership, I'm going to add $5. And I heard that they're increasing this as well. So I'll probably need to bump this up at some point. Should leave us 50. My goal had been 120, but with their increase, I probably need to aim for about 140 just to be safe. So there's 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, and 50. So we'll have to make that adjustment as we get a little further on. It's not a huge priority right now. That's not until like March of next year, so we're okay there. And then Canva, I am saving up towards an annual subscription for Canva. Right now I have a $15 a month subscription. And if I can get the money saved up for an annual, that's going to save me about $60 a year. So we're working towards that because that would be better. And we're putting 20 towards that today. So in the end, we should have 69 when we're all said and done. Or 89, I should say. My goodness. 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 75, 80, 85, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So getting closer. Next month, I have an extra paycheck, so I'll have a little extra money I can probably throw at that too, so maybe we can get it done then. That would be nice. All right, and then we're getting into our low priority, and we're starting off with holidays. So holidays is a fund that I use to fund anything related to holidays that is not gift giving. So decorations, gift wrapping supplies, anything like that. Food if I need it for... something's not right. We'll figure it out. Okay. I think I've missed a $20 bill, but we will figure that out. If I can't find it, that's not a big deal. I can go back through and audit. We are adding $20 to holidays because, you know, not too far in the future, we're going to start seeing those fun holidays coming up like Halloween, Christmas, Thanksgiving, you know, all that fun stuff. So there's 50, 70, 90, 100, 110, 115. you know, every year for every holiday, I think I need to buy something new for the house, even though I really probably shouldn't. I'm going to skip self-care because I think that I screwed up the count somewhere. So we're just going to leave this for now. I was going to put $20 into that, and it's not going to be a big heartache if I don't have that to throw in there. So vacation, we are going to be adding $10 into that. And we have 210 in there now. So it should be 220. So we've got 200 in the bank, 10 and 20. I'm saving up because I do have a week off in December, so I kind of want to have a little extra money to do some stuff. So we'll see. It's not a huge priority if I don't have a lot of stuff, but budgeting supplies is going to get $10. And there's $7.19, adding 10. That's going to give us 30, which I think I already have that spent because I ordered some stuff from Amazon, but I'll have to look at my budget and figure that out. So anybody else go and spend money before they even stuff it? I do sometimes. All right, moving fund. So this is for saving up towards moving about this time next year, so kind of fall next year. I'm hoping to have enough to cover someone actually moving stuff. I'll pack it. I just want somebody to move it for me. So hopefully I will be able to do that, as well as, you know, some of those expenses like a truck rental, any connection fees, that sort of thing. There's always something that comes along when you move house that you've got some additional charges that you have to kind of handle. So there's 20, 30, and 40 in moving. So I've got about a year-ish to start saving for that, depending on how quickly things move. So, and then YouTube, this is just going to fund anything that I want to do for my channel. If I hit any milestones, God willing, maybe I will be able to do a giveaway for some stuff, or, you know, just something to kind of show my appreciation for those folks that take time out of their day to spend a little bit of time with me. That's always kind of nice to be able to give back a little bit. So I expect nothing, but I always hope for the best. So, and that's going to give us $30 there. Okay, so that takes care of our sinking funds. I do have $15 that I am going to put into a savings challenge that I'm doing with Budget with Ira. It's his color in savings challenge for his monthly budget plan that he has, and I'm going to be using those funds to kind of help fund my birthday next year. Oops, that's not the one that I want. I want the other one. This is what happens when you have too many binders. You get confused. Alrighty. So I am saving for July, and I color in on a page where he has 30 icons total, and so right now I'm doing $1 per icon. So I colored those off camera at the moment because I'm not going to make you sit through that. But if I do just $1 for each icon, or basically $1 a day for each month, I should have about 360 saved up for my birthday next June. So I'm kind of looking forward to that. I've never really done that for myself, so who knows what I'll end up using that money for. I have not even started daydreaming. So I must have gotten the denominations wrong earlier, which is okay because the money still worked out. We'll go ahead and put this last 20 into self-care. Where did you go? There it is. It's good to know that at least I got the dollars right, even if I got the denominations wrong. That means I wasn't paying attention, but you know what? There's always at least one silly thing that happens every time I do a stuffing. And that should give us $115. This is money that I use in order to fund anything that I want. A haircut, clothes, goofy stuff, a new purse, whatever. I just make myself save up for it first, and then I spend it. So there's 50 in the bank, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 115. There we go. And now we are out of money, which is exactly where I'm supposed to be. That's the whole idea. And we are set now for our last paycheck in July. So that gets us taken care of for another payday. I hope everyone has a wonderful day when you see this and you're ready to start a brand new week. And it's a great week for you. So we'll see you in the next one, guys. Have a great day. Bye.